All right. All right, guys. Thank you for the patience. There was a bit of confusion with the servers and things like that. And I guess the server didn't want to connect because there's a bunch of hot news that we guys need to discuss. And thank you for your patience because there were some technical issues. We're gonna spend about 30 minutes, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, depending on how engaged you guys gonna be. So let's start, guys. Let's start with something that's going on right now, that's been happening the past week, and the motto of the past 10 months, 11 months in the U.S. immigration field is no good news coming out at any time soon. And you guys see what's going on. Honestly, I did not believe that it would take this turn, but you see the events that's been happening and that's been blown by the media, they take their toll on legal immigration. So you guys you probably have seen or heard the news about the Trump administration revisiting the green cards issuance for the 19 countries from the list. Granted that those countries are the let's put it just the way they say it, the third world countries like Iran and Libya and Turkmenistan and Congo and countries like that. But still, guys, this is kind of unprecedented, in my opinion. I never seen that before. I can't remember any seasoned, older, more experienced attorney would mention that, hey, the administration just started revising the green cards issuance from certain countries and they started taking them away, maybe denaturalization process and things like that. But that's what's happening today. That's what's happening today. I've been saying this for a pretty long time, and I hope you guys trust my judgment, trust my sense, and understand that if you keep postponing whatever immigration benefit that you can get today, you may never get it in the future. Okay, or it's gonna be harder, more expensive, longer, and just overall more difficult. You see the aggressive stance that the Trump administration is taking on the current immigration laws, and no one can say anything, no one can do anything, and we just have to work twice as more than before. Not only us, not only my team, but also you. Okay, so guys, please do not postpone. Do not postpone your immigration journey. Do not postpone your work visas, O1, L1s, E2s, even the student visas, F1s. I know some people watch me from other countries who are planning to come and study. File the documents as soon as possible before the policy did not get tougher. Okay, so that's the reality of today's, and the only good news, guys, because we have good news, the only good news is that we're still getting approvals for the green cards. Okay, I see other attorneys keep complaining. Just yesterday we got an approval for EB-1A for a lawyer from Russia, guys, and believe it or not, many very good attorneys in the US claim that it's impossible to get approval for lawyers, attorneys from other countries. While they're saying that, we've been keeping approving those petitions for years. Okay, I think I got, and I'm not being mistaken if we got at least 20 attorneys from different countries approved for EB-1As, and we keep getting them approved, even in today's reality, in today's landscape. That's really not very friendly. Okay, so I guess that shows that we know what we're doing. If you guys want to know if you qualify for talent visa, for business visa, for investment visa. Those are the main visas that I'm focusing on. You can get a free evaluation, and you guys need to do it today. Do not postpone it. The link is on this in the comment section, pinned to the top. So click on it, fill out the questionnaire, and by Monday I'm gonna send you the free analysis. Okay, and you're gonna know which visa is good for you. Are you gonna be able to get approval within 6 months, which is gonna be manifested by the word potential in your analysis. So do it, guys. Do it. I don't know what you're waiting. If you haven't done it before, like I don't know what you guys doing with your lives. All right. Okay. So what actually happened? What really is going on right now? You guys heard about the attack on the National Guards in Washington D.C. and 2 National Guards were killed by the Afghani immigrant, and I think he was serving in CIA or some military service. And as Trump said, he went cuckoo. I don't know if it's true or not. He went cuckoo and started shooting, killed two people. Very unfortunate. I mean, it's just crazy. Regardless if it's Afghani, not Afghani, immigrant, non-immigrant, people got killed. This is bad. This is unfair. And but that, of course, produces a lot of toxicity and negativity towards all immigrants, towards us, like me, you guys, my employees in the office, and just overall, right? Like, and it affects the fabric of the society. The police is affected, the military is affected, the DHS is affected, CBP is affected, TSA, all these agencies, of course, because the background noise affects that. So that's what's going on, and that's gonna keep happening. They're gonna isolate all and any instances of such attacks, such occurrences and events, and really politicize them. Why? Why is this happening? Because when the election time comes, they will be able to say, hey, look, we cleaning our country out of these criminals, out of those fraud and immigrants who took our jobs and who do the criminal thing, and that's what they're gonna say. I promise, guys. But that does affect us, right? Us, our work and everything. So again, Trump will go for another 3 years. Things gonna get tough. There will be more reforms for EB1A, for EB2NW. I don't know where you guys getting, and I even saw some attorneys start talking about this, and you guys affect the licensed attorneys. They start saying that they gonna raise the number of criteria for EB1A from 3 to 5. What are you guys getting this? Okay, I didn't see any official news, any text of the That text of the new reform is coming out in January of 2026. So everything else before that is out is a gossip, is a rumor. Okay? Don't take it seriously until we see the text where it's gonna be proffered. Okay? And by the way, let's pretend it's true. Now we'll have to prove 5 out of 8 criteria instead of 3 out of 8 or out of 10 if it's EB1A. What are you gonna do, guys? What are you gonna give up your dream to come to the US or get your work visa or get a green card? How is that? Just ask yourself a philosophical question. Do I want to be in the US? Do I want to connect my life, my future generations, my kids, my grandkids, everybody to the future in this country? And if the answer is yes, How does it matter how many criteria we need to prove? It just means we gotta do more work. We gotta spend more money and more time, but it does not affect that you're doing it. Who agrees with me, guys? Talk to me, guys. Anyone, or disagrees? Tell me something, guy. I see some questions. I'll get back to them. But tell me, you guys get really emotional about, oh, this happened, that thing happened, and oh, the H1 reform, and they're gonna do the 5 criteria, and EB2NW is gonna be closed. They're not gonna give more. Okay, let's say it's all true. What are you gonna do about this? What are you gonna do? You're gonna say no to your future, or you're gonna find a way? Rhetorical question, guys. Rhetorical question. Okay, let's see what you guys got. What you guys got for me? Nirmal. Thank you for all this support. In my case, 42 from Canada. Today exactly 6 months living in US. Guys, look at Nirmal. Look at this person. Look at this guy. He made this decision probably approximately a year ago, maybe a little bit before that. He executed. Guys, Nirmal executed. Now he lives his dream life, or moving towards living a dream life. What are you waiting for? You could be the one in 1 year on this stream. And granted, usually we do it on Thursday. Maybe we'll switch it to Friday if you guys tell me that's the better time for you. You could be the one saying the same thing as Nirmal is saying right now. Right? All it takes is to say yes to your future. And the change in policy, who is the president, what program is alive, what is not. If you made this decision and you went through the free evaluation, and I told you, look, you can get that approval and be Nirmal in 12 months. You guys gotta do it. Okay, thank you, Nirmal, thank you. And thank you for the support. That's also very important. Vadim, hello Stanislav, are there any updates regarding the between W visas? Not yet. I kinda addressed that, but let me double check. Let me double say it, not double check, double say it. So back in August, guys, you guys start panicking regardless what the news is, because you're so traumatized by, and I totally get it. I'm traumatized too with all these changes, but still we have to work, right? We still get to bring you the result. So they announced there would be a change, reform in EB1A and EB2NW, and the definitions and all that. And you guys like always start jumping the ship on that news, right? And I was holding you with both of my hands like this. especially you who already started working and you're already working on the petition, and you're like, my God, we're just gonna get to the point where we're ready to file and there's a new law, and I'll be like holding your like collar, right? And shutting you up like this. Here, guys, I have to make it entertaining because otherwise you're gonna fall asleep. So that's what's happening, because you're like, okay, there's gonna be new laws, and my petition is not gonna be new. It's gonna be old. But that's not what that thing said, because you need to look for those markers, those words that actually tell you what's gonna happen, right? What's gonna happen with these programs. So what they actually said is that those programs are going to be modernized. modernized. I think that's the word, right? Updated. Let's use a better word. Updated. Why? Guys, the laws for those programs were written decades ago. Decades ago. We still use them. We still use the precedents, the policies, the AEO decisions, the federal court decisions, appellate court decisions, our sixth sense, voodoo, and all these things to get you approved. Especially for new professions. For example, business analyst. Guys, who's gonna tell me business analyst is a business industry or science? What is it? And I will tell you, it's both. It's business and it's science. Because you analyze the data, that's math, that's science. You analyze it for the purpose of business, so it's business. Now, how do you build the petition for business analyst, guys? Lord knows. There's nothing in the law. So they need to modernize those rules to explain how do we produce the evidentiary base for the modern professions, for the internet, from the internet and things like that. Okay, so I believe it's gonna be a good thing for all of us to get those things going. However, of course, we may expect that they're gonna add something we're not gonna like that thing which is a myth at this point, increasing the number of criteria from 3 to 4, from 3 to 5. I don't know what they're gonna make up and use it. We don't know. But again, what are you guys gonna do? What are you gonna do? Not file? Wait for another 5 years to wait for them to increase it to 10 criteria? I don't know, because apparently the trend is to a different direction. Okay, to make it worse. So and again, I do not file EB1As with less than 6 criteria. If you guys work with myself and my team, like Nirmal was doing, you rest assured I'm gonna get you 6+ criteria. Because I'm not interested to file your case. I'm interested to get you the result. Okay? And guys, I know this is a play of words and all this, but trust me, a lot of players in this industry, their ultimate purpose is to file your case. Okay? That's not my policy. Filing with the cases, that's not the ultimate goal. The approval is the ultimate goal, right? Who will agree with me? So yes, the EB2 NIW, the only change, Vadim, we have on EB2 NIWs that they are very hard to get approval without certain things. I just got a fresh approval for EB2 NIW. I believe a week ago, maybe 10 days ago. And I love that case, guys. I love it. It's very, it's just, I like cases when there is, a little bit of something special, unusual. We call it a zest, right? Z-E-S-T, zest. So that case was, the client is an IT guy, but he created that service, that platform for motorcycle riders in the US. And that service, the main thing of that service was to show the hidden paths and trails in the US for those motorcycle riders. And you guys will be surprised, there's a big community in the US people who love motorcycles. And they want to explore those trails and hidden roads in the US, and that's how they live their lives, right? So he created that thing, but in my opinion, that was not enough to show the national importance to the government, right? So on one of the brainstorm sessions, we decided to include the emergency call button to that platform. Guys, it worked like a clockwork, okay? Because if you ride a bike on one of those trails and then you fall, and let's say you break, God forbid, your legs, whatever, you cannot move, something bad happened, you take your phone, you go to the platform and you press only one button, it automatically sends the signal to the emergency services with the GPS coordinates to the place where the crash happened. And it could be like in the middle of nowhere, right? Because you ride those trails that nobody knows about. So you can get help, okay? And that case was approved. I love that case. Guys, I loved it because, you know, it was synergy between us and client, and client was following my recommendation and instructions, and we did work on that case very, very hard. So we got an approval, okay? So we still get them approved, but guys, trust me, and Vadim, EB2NIWs as of today, and that changed recently, is not the best visa. EB1A is still the best, although it's not as easy as it used to be, okay? So guys, get the free evaluation right now if you have not before. The link is in this comment section, so click on it, fill out the questionnaire. By Monday, I'm gonna send you the free analysis. Okay, let's see. Daddy Bruce, what about French speakers in express entry? Daddy, what exactly you mean express entry? Because I can think about a few things. You mean like ESTA, the visa waiver program? You mean like global entry program when you're actually in the US? But kind of regardless, what do you mean, Bruce? I did not hear any negative news on that. And by the way, guys, let me guys tell you, you're the first to know. You guys the first to know because you come to my streams. So I don't know if I ever mentioned that problem to you, but for the past year, every time I would come to the US, and I've been coming back into the US from travels, and most of them were business travels, probably around 20 times for the past year. Every single time I was sent to the secondary inspection. What is secondary inspection? Is like when you come to the US, you come to the CBP, to the customs, and they look at your thing, they take a picture, and then they say, wait here, somebody's gonna come and pick you up, get you, and take you to the separate room for additional verification, whatever, for additional inspection. And then can ask you just questions, let you go. They can go through your luggage, they can go through your phone, they can go through your computer, then can make you sit there for 2 hours waiting. Anything can happen, okay? So, and I'm a US citizen, guys. I'm a US citizen, all right? So, I've done everything. I've done FOIAs, Freedom of Information Act, on every trip. On my global entry was denied. I've sent FOIAs to FBI. I've sent FOIAs to DHS. I contacted TRIP DHS. That's the agency that kind of helps to resolve those issues. I've contacted my people that I know from DHS and CBP, like talking to them, like trying to see. I talked to the supervisors in the airport. I talked to the agents. Guys, trust me, I'm a lawyer. I'm a good lawyer. I've done all things that lawyers can do, and nothing helped. So we already prepared, it's not on my table, a big lawsuit against the US government. Big one, okay? I was ready to file it before the New Year's, and the last attempt to resolve this amicably, because nobody wants to sue no one. It's expensive, it's long, it's time consuming, nobody needs it, and especially for nothing. But I was gonna do that. And as a last resort, I contacted both Florida U.S. senators and my district representative in the House of Representatives, so the U.S. Congress, and told them the whole situation. There's the way to do this, guys. If you didn't know, you can contact your senator from your state and your representatives from your state, and they can address certain issues with USCIS and DHS and whatever federal agency that is. Okay? If you guys didn't know that it's very effective. Okay? I'm not sure, but I think that's what helped, because recently I was coming back from Nicaragua, and by the way, they're implementing this new system where there's no human when you enter the US, at least for US citizens. Okay, you come, there's like camera and like iPad, it takes a picture, and there's an officer, just one officer for all of these kiosks, whatever they call them, and just he says, okay, come in, and I came in, and I knew I'm gonna be sent for the second inspection. That's my life, and then the guy says, please welcome home, and I had like the chills in my body. I was like, what happened? Hello, nobody been waiting for me. My God. Kind of sad, but that's what it is. So yes, I didn't hear any problems with French people, Bruce. I'm not sure. Max says, hi Shamayev, love the videos. Thank you for good words, guys. Thank you. I love when you guys give me some feedback, because I always hope I bring you value and establish the connection with you guys. Connection is really important. Vadim, is there any point in reapplying for the EB2NIW now after 2 denials, or is it better to wait and submit again after Christmas? Good question, Vadim, and you never know what's the best approach for that. And I know it's kind of it's very sad when you put so much work and it's a really good petition, but the officer's just not buying it. It's just that's the way it is. Officer's not buying. I do believe that probably it makes sense to take maybe 1-2 months pause, add more to the case. Maybe look for more letters of support from the US, see the funding for the project, like make it stronger. Or alternatively, Vadim, maybe you should think about doing the EB1A, okay? Because it's always like kind of, even if you don't have EB1A in the beginning, but making your EB2NIW stronger as you go and as you file, it kind of gives you a good foundation to start the EB1A case. So maybe that's the approach. Maybe that's the approach you want to follow. I heard about many of your approvals, and it gave me the impression that EB2 and the petition are approved only for those who are already in US. Not really, Vadim. Not really. You may get that impression because those who are in the US filing for EB2NIWs, they just can bring more of those resources that I need for a stronger case. They can bring the letters of intent, letters of recommendation from the US, people who want to use whatever they offer to the US government, like companies and consumers. So they have more connection to the US, and more resources to show in the case, to manifest those intentions, and showing a better well-positioned criterion. That may be what it gives you that impression, but look, we still have more approvals from people outside of the US just in general, right? So that's what it is. They seem to get an advantage because they're already in the country and can already develop their exactly, Vadim. That's what it is. Exactly. Yes. To develop the business and have a better connection with the community, right? That's true. I believe it's true. Maxen, I've been watching your videos and planning my visa strategy for 3 years now. I even got my master's in data science. My God, hey guys, look at this commitment. Look at this commitment. That's what I call, really setting up the goals and discipline. You guys gotta be disciplined with that. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. If you're really serious about your future in the US, that's how committed you gotta be. You gotta have your strategy. You gotta have your plan. You gotta have knowledge. And look at what Maxen has done. It's like, I think it's great, Max. I think it's great. Keep going. Keep pushing for that. If you took on my case, could you guide me on what I can do over the next year to hit as many requirements as possible, aiming for the an EB2 and a W? Maybe it's EB2, EB1A, Max. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you filled out the free evaluation form. But do it if you haven't. And if you've done it before and there's more to this now, do it again. And you should come for a complex immigration planning, because that's where I can really give you some useful advice that you can really implement in your future EB1A or EB2NW, or maybe O1 in between, if that's the case. So that would be the best choice for you right now. Vadim, I understand that EB2 and a W is not the easiest visa to get right now, but it perfectly reflects the work I do, my business that operates in the interest of... Exactly, Vadim. Exactly. Welcome to my world. Welcome to the world of the Russian roulette EB2 and a W. It's really Russian roulette right now. It seems, and I've kind of been talking about this recently, if you guys followed me, it seems that EB2NIWs are really a lottery, like more expensive lottery, okay, like equivalent of H1B. Just like the question is, guys, the question is whether immigration officer is gonna like your case. That's pretty much it. Because they have so much power and discretion on EB2 and IWs. They don't care about nothing. There is no judicial review on national interest criterion. Guys, think of it. If you have no one above you to check on your work, is that gonna corrupt you with time? Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. It's going to corrupt you, regardless of your views, religion, race, nationality, political affiliation. It's gonna corrupt you. You're gonna feel that power over people's lives. And you're gonna execute on that. I'm in a bad mood today. I had an argument with my spouse. Okay, who is my first? Okay, Vadim's NIW is my first. Who is this guy? Okay, let me see what he's doing. What kind of crap this is? I don't like it. RFE, whatever, denial. Trust me, guys, that's how it's going on with EB2NIWs. EB1A is a little bit different, but that's what's going on. There is no judicial review on national interest. So you can tell there is no national importance to any case. Any case. That's what it is. DKJ, read government proposed agenda that is where the new news about the government plans to reform policy guidance for DK. You got the link to that. Give me the link. If I miss something, I'll be the first one to admit that. Okay, I read the announcement of DHS, the whole thing about the future reform. Not a word about criteria. So give me the link. Let's see. Let's see. And if there is info on that, let's make a video on that and let's discuss that on the next stream. I would love to do that. Okay, guys, 1 more minute. I have another stream on another in a Russian-speaking YouTube channel. Those of you who speak Russian can join. We're going to continue there. If I obtain a recommendation letter from a congressman, would it help me with the EB1W? Would it make? Of course, Vadim. Yes, it will tremendously help. On one of your previous streams, we discussed the idea of submitting 2 or 3 EB2 petitions simultaneously. Maybe the time has come to do that. What do you think? Yeah, let's do it. It's time. It's guys, look at the Vadim's determination. Vadim was like, I'm okay, you guys want to make it a lottery? I'm gonna increase my chances. Vadim, I like it. I like that you're not giving up. I really like, and that's how you overcome the challenge. And that's the only way, like in making your petition stronger and refiling it. That's all you can do, right? Okay, guys, we didn't get to speak about Canada. First of all, we had technical issues. Then you guys just drew me away from this topic. But guys, things not looking good for Canada. Decreasing the chances for fresh immigrants to come to that country, making US still more attractive, even with those policies. Alright guys, get the free evaluation right now. Let me know if those are Friday streams, maybe a better timing for you. Maybe we can switch the timing and do them on Friday. Because that's also convenient to me. Okay, so thank you to everyone who came. Happy Thanksgiving for yesterday, and enjoy the weekend. Have a good time. Spend the time with your families, and I'll see you next week. And remember, your future begins here.